Big win for you tonight. Talk about the feelings when you're walking up there to the center of the cage right before they're reading the decisions. Are you nervous at all?
At that time, no. I really felt that I won that fight, definitely. I mean, I felt that he did a great job taking me down, but I did a great job too, reversing the takedown and, getting back and scoring to win the rounds. And absolutely, clearly took him off on the stand-up fight. So I felt that the fight was going my way.
Joe's obviously a guy that's just tough as nails. Were you surprised with some of the shots he was able to take?
Yeah, kind of, but at the same time, like I didn't want to like overcommit on taking advantage of hitting him hard and him flying all over the place and him baiting me to like probably like, oh, I'm hurt, and then he comes in and just closes his eyes and lands one good one. And obviously that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to get that one hit knockout on me, and I was like, nah, this ain't gonna happen. And I think I was doing like some kind of matrix. Like every time he threw the right hand, I was just like, whoa, like dude, you trying to kill me, dude. But I was having fun in there.
Talk about the opening of the fight, running across the ring, jumping over at him. He gave you a little smile, a little laugh. Does it kind of take you out of your mindset when you have a little moment like that with your opponent?
No, I watched Joe's fight, and he would have done the same. So that's why I said, no, I'm not gonna touch this guy's hand. I seen him do dirty stuff before, and I was like, I ain't gonna let this guy do anything crazy to do, start this fight off. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna do something crazy too. So that's why I came out with flying knee, probably threw him off his game plan and say, oh shit, this guy's came here to fight. And I was like, yeah, definitely, I'm here to win. I'm not here to play patty cake or be your best friend right now for the next 15 minutes if it comes to it. But we're here to fight. Let's do some business. Maybe hug and kiss afterwards. So
Let's talk about your most recent fights. Darrion Caldwell, Leandro Higo in the main event tonight. Is it a coincidence that your fight with Joe is on the same card?
No. I bet they set it up. I know. Well, we fought last time. I was in favor to try and beat Leandro last fight. Unfortunately, I didn't stick to the game plan. The fight went to another way. But obviously, he won a decision. But in my eyes, what I was feeling during the fight, I thought I won that fight. But I can't argue with the judges. So whatever was called, I ended up going back, regrouping, trying to correct all my mistakes, and applied it here tonight.
I'm sure you were watching that fight pretty intently. Did it surprise you? Like, is that how you thought that fight was going to play out?
Yes, my cornerman, Coach Vince, Coach Chuck, over Arena, man, we game planned that this whole week. Actually, since for the past two fights, actually, we were doing that for Darrion and Leandro, and we're gonna do the same thing. And they seen what I can do. I bet they're gonna, Darrion's gonna be shaking in his boots. That what I can do, and besides submitting him, I can do other things, and as far as standing up on the feet, throwing my submission, my strikings, and if he wants to go for the ground and try and take me down again, obviously he's going to get choked out again.
Have you gotten an official word from Scott Coker? Has Bellator told you that Darrion Caldwell is next?
Nah, but that's gonna happen. Yeah, I'm the champ can't run for me. I earned it tonight. I beat a former Division two-time champion, Joe Warren, and that should shoot me up there. Give me that opportunity to fight the champion. And I'm the only loss that Darrion has had. We're 1-1. He didn't finish me. I finished him. So that should be something that should be a trilogy match, and we should settle the score. Not 1-1. Someone has to go 2-1, and that's going to be me.
What went through your head when you said, "Who's Baby Joe"?
I know Darrion. We're really cool, man. I mean, he talks just all for the TV, I mean, that's obviously his motto. He wants to promote himself that way. That's really good. I don't mind, but he knows who I am. He never forgot when he was getting choked out in 9 seconds of the third round. So, he probably sees that replay all over again, and has like, or he probably wakes up at 3 a.m. in the morning, doing that number and saying, oh shucks, tapping out and having hard breath. So that's what I think he does. So he knows who I am.
Do you think that choke still kind of sits in his head? Does he still think about it?
Oh yeah, like I said, he wakes up 3 o'clock in the morning going,
To me, from what I've seen of you, you're very humble. You're very respectful. You and Joe touched gloves like maybe 6 times tonight in the fight. Does that give you a competitive advantage? Like, or where does that come from? Why are you so respectful and humble in combat and war?
You know what it was actually. If you see it that way, that's kind of cool. But it was more of sign of respect. Joe knows that 3 of those tapping gloves was kind of like sign of respect, and 3 of the ones was like kind of laughing at him. Like me like laughing at him like, Joe, you're messing with me, bro. Because when I hit him, he's like, ouch. And I'm like, bro, you're dramatic, dude. Like, you're making me laugh, dude. Like, come on, bro. Like, and then I just shake his hand. I'm like, bro, this is too funny, bro. And that's why I was cracking up. And then I kind of like giggled and touched his glove, and he was freaking out too. But I just wanted to give him a little break and before I knock him out. But yeah, I come from the island of Guam. I'm a humble fighter, a humble person in general, and sometimes we can't bring that into the ring. You know what I mean? It's all business, and I've done that before, and I let my guard down. I lost a couple fights like that. And this time, Joe was trying to be nice, trying to play the, hey, what's up, bro? I was like, nah, bro, we're not friends, bro. Like, we're gonna fight, bro. You're gonna punch me, I'm gonna punch you, but guess what, bro? We're fighting, bro. We're not friends right now. You know what I mean? Until after, you know what I mean? And then when the dust settles, we can be friends again. I'm all about respect after. I respect Joe as an individual. Of what he's done in his career in the sport of MMA for Bellator, of who he's become today, but. Fortunately, we had to get matched up some way somehow, and I'm glad this matchup was happened. It has happened, and man, it was something that I look forward to. Competing against Joe a long time ago. I seen Joe fight for world titles, and right before I started kicking out my career, so it was a perfect time to fight Joe, and I'm actually happy of how it went like that tonight.
I mean, as much as I'm sure you want to get that rubber match with Darrion and settle this trilogy. What would it mean having that fight be a title fight and you can walk away with a belt? I mean, what does that mean to you? What does that mean for Guam?
That means a lot, actually. No one in my island has ever come to the highest sport, professional sport, to win a accolade like that, and for me to be the first one to do it, man, it's a humbling experience to actually compete for something like that. And as far as Darrion, yeah, we fought twice. I beat him once, he beat me once, but the third time, it's going to be for a world title. And that's going to be the awesome part, and that's what I'm looking forward to. And it's going to hurt more losing his belt, than losing off a decision and trying to fight Dantes for that belt. But this time, man, when I come in, man, I'm gonna take his belt, and he ain't gonna choke me out. I choked him out, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do it. I even choked him out in the second fight, and he didn't. The ref didn't see it. He was choking. He tapped. I saw him, and he gave me a lot of props after the fight. Like, oh man, you all move me, bro. I was like, nah, dude, like whatever, bro. Like you're tapping, homie. Admit it, bro. But I guess it made him a better fighter. It's gonna make me a better fighter for both of us who work hard. We got a lot of sacrificing and work to put in the gym, and man, I can't wait for that trilogy to be settled, especially for that world title. So Scott Coker, what's up, man? Make that happen, Bellator.